Hey, thanks for checking out the Saving Your Future YouTube channel. And on this episode, we're going to talk about how to set up an IRA. So thanks for checking this out. And if we haven't met before, my name is Sean. I'm the author of the book Saving Your Future, a step-by-step guide to wealth development. And on this particular episode, I want to talk a little bit about setting up an IRA. I'm also an entrepreneur and I have another entrepreneur site. So if you're interested in that, then I'll put a link in the description to that page as well. But wanted to talk a little bit about a conversation I had most recently with one of my employees. About a week ago, we had a conversation about, hey, have you set up an IRA? Now, I'd love to set up a 401k, but as a small business, it's beyond my financial ability to do that right now for my employees. And being in retail, it's often you don't get enough employees sticking around long enough to warrant that as well. But it's something I would love to do. So hopefully that'll be a possibility in the future. But I wanted to share with this employee what it means to set up an IRA and prepare yourself for retirement if you don't have the option of a 401k at your job. So if you have a 401k, generally you're not qualified for an IRA. And that's okay because the 401k actually allows you to contribute more money than an IRA does. So in future episodes, we'll talk about the benefits of a 401k. And, what I want to do is create a dialogue as well. So ask any questions below. I'll get ideas from other videos and I will answer your questions to the best of my ability. So hope you're able to do that. Subscribe for other future videos as well as, let me know what you'd like me to do videos on. So generally I'm going to do topics from the book, but pretty much any finance topic. If I don't know the answer, I'll look it up because I'd love to be able to share that feedback with you. So getting into the IRA now. Basically what it is an individual retirement account. So the government allows you to set up an account to put away money for retirement. And it really is important to do that. One of the things I read a number of years ago, and I actually did it in Excel to make sure it made sense and it actually is true. I read that if one person were to start at the age of 20 and put in $1,000 a year from age 20 to age 30 and never put another dime in that account until they retire at 65, let's say, and another person started at 30 and put $1,000 a year from age 30 all the way to 65, guess which person's going to have more money? The first person is. The reason why that is compound earnings. So essentially, the longer you have for your money to double and double and double and double, the more time that money has to grow, the more years it has to grow, the more money you're going to have at retirement. So the person that starts at 20 has a 10-year advantage over the person that starts at 30. So get started right away. Now, if you're already past 30, nothing you can do about it. So dive in as fast as you can and try to do as much as you can now. But generally the idea too is that as of 2018, you're able to contribute $5,500 to an IRA. What that's going to do is two things. One, it's going to create an account for your future. It's going to create an account for when you retire. But second, what it's going to do is reduce your current year tax. So how does that work? Let's just say you put $5,000 in your IRA for the year. Let's say you made $55,000 and you put that $5,000 away. The IRS, as well as most states, are going to tax you as though you made $50,000 instead of $55,000. Now that's with a traditional IRA. We'll talk about the differences between a traditional IRA and a Roth IRA in another episode. But we're going to talk mainly about a traditional in this one because that's the one that I actually think is more valuable for most people. Now, some people disagree, and if you do, feel free to post below. I'd love to hear your thoughts as to why the Roth is better. I know why some people think that, but in my other video, I'll actually explain why I think the traditional is the better way to go. So some people say, and this is what my employee said, he said, the concern I have is I just don't even know where to get started. So the answer is simply just go to Google and type in what's the best IRA or what's the best company for an IRA. And you're going to get things like advertisements for Bank of America, for Merrill Lynch. I think they're one and the same, for Fidelity and so on and so on. And there's plenty of them out there. And there's really no wrong answer. What you want to think about is how involved do you want to be in that investment Do you want to just pick a few mutual funds and set them and forget them? Probably not the best way to go, but it's better than not putting any money in. If you're going to do that, then you're probably not as concerned about what the rates, what the fees are for purchases. So most of the accounts are going to charge you a transaction fee when you trade stocks or trade mutual funds and so on. So if you're going to do that on a regular basis, you might want one with a lower fee. If you're going to just buy a IRA with X amount of money, then you'll you probably won't be as concerned with that if you're going to set it and forget it. Now, the other good thing is that a number of mutual funds, a number of IRAs will allow you to start with as little as $100. So you can open your account with $100 and you can start investing from there. Now, what I would recommend is if you're only starting with $100, you might want to wait a few months, put the $100 in, and then wait a few months until you have 200, 300, 400, 500, and so on. And then basically, once you have a certain amount, then make that trade so that you're only paying one trade fee as opposed to one trade fee every $100. So that might be something to take a look at. But the important part is to really just get started. Put some money in there and get into some investments. If you're not sure what to do, look at some of the Dow, S&P, look for those exchange traded funds. And generally that's going to help you because where the market goes, that's where you're going to go. Definitely worthwhile if you're really clueless to talk to an advisor. Even if you don't go with that advisor, get more information, do internet research, find out more about what a particular IRA might look like, what investments people choose to get them to retirement, where you are, currently in your, age-wise and how many years you have till retirement. Also, consider the fact that if you're over 50, you have the ability to do a catch-up contribution, which means you can contribute an extra $1,000 every year to kind of get you to that catch-up to help you kind of put more money away because you're getting closer and closer to retirement. So that's kind of my quick and dirty IRA, why it's important to get one going if you don't have a 401k. If you have a 401k, please get involved in that. And let me know what you'd like to hear more about. Ask questions because that's going to give me more ideas for other topics. And as I said, these topics that I generally cover in these videos are related to my book, Saving Your Future. But as someone who's a student of finance and who just loves that kind of thing, I'd be happy to do research for you. Again, take whatever I say as just educational purposes and do your own research. But I would love to help do research and share other ideas with you as well. So thank you for watching. If you learned something here, let me know what it is you specifically took away from this in the comment section below. Give it a thumbs up because that's going to help other people find this video as well, and subscribe for future information and future videos that we do. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.